Alright, so today I'll be doing a review of the YoYoFactory Horizon Paul Kerbel's signature yo-yo. So let's get right to it. First off, I'd like to mention the packaging. The packaging is really detailed. It comes this nice little cardboard tube with some black cloth accents. I really think YoYoFactory should start doing this with all of their yo-yos. It looks much more clean, much more professional. And honestly, I wouldn't mind paying a few extra bucks to get a yo-yo in this packaging. It's just beautiful, clever. And if you've noticed, the Paul Kerbel signature and YoYoFactory logo, as well as a Horizon, is actually engraved and not marked on there, which is definitely a good touch and definitely a good sign of good quality. So let's get right into it. Pop off the top, and let's pull it out. Wait. That's not a Horizon. Whatever. Here it is. So let's get right to the yo-yo quality itself. Actually, you know what? Let's get out specs first. So I got the specs up here on YoYoFactory, our Yo-Yo Experts website, and it's 67.6 grams. It's a little bit on the light side in my taste. I prefer throwing a rock on the end of the string, so to speak. I'm not a big fan of floaty yo-yos, although I think they are good in their own rights. It's hard to find a bad yo-yo that's floaty, if you know what I mean. Its gap width is 4.58 millimeters, or 0.18 inches. So it's pretty big. Nothing special about that. Its width is 42.64 millimeters, and then its diameter is 58.98 millimeters, which it's an oversized yo-yo, but it still fits comfortably in the hand. Let me go ahead and take off my string real quick so you can actually see the bearing and everything. Alright, so while I have this taken apart, as you realize, it does have Central Bearing Company CBC 19mm slim pads, which provide decent bounds. At first it was a little bit slippy, but they're becoming much better now. And then it comes with a Cinetrack bearing from Central Bearing Company, YoYoFactory's signature bearing, I would suppose. But unfortunately, the one that came in this was crap. It was not good at all. I tried cleaning it, tried lubing it, and it still felt like I was spinning it on sandpaper, pretty much. That's how rough it was. So I just chucked it out and threw in my own Cinetrack X bearing, which I love. As you notice, there are engravings saying Horizon and Paul Kerbel right along the side of the yo, or the catch zone, which is a nice touch. It keeps the actual rim and face clean, which brings me to my next point. The next point is the cup. The cup right here is absolutely ingenious what Paul Kerbel did. If you haven't seen any of Paul Kerbel's videos, he loves finger spins, and for good reason. They're a really impressive trick. And this yo-yo is geared specifically around finger spins, like the see-through yo-yo design, Movitation, and a few other yo-yos from see-through yo-yo design. But this one has a blasted cup, and it's a nice concave finish. So even if you land your finger off center, like for instance about right here, it'll guide it right to the middle, which is really nice. I was no expert on finger spins when I first got this, so it really helped me learn them. I can get upwards of 45 seconds for a finger spin, which honestly is no Paul Kerbel or no Ethan Momo finger spin, but still, for the average player, I feel like this is a great yo if you want to learn finger spins. Another point is the color. Color is rich and vivid for the red. And YoYoFactory recently announced that they're going to be releasing 2 new splashes, a black, white, and purple splash, which looks amazing, and then my personal favorite, which is a green and blue acid wash with a purple splash. I've never really wanted to pick up a second yo-yo the same type, but I'm probably going to be picking up that latter splash. I really like it. It looks gorgeous. Let's see what else I can cover in this review. I'm still making it somewhat short. Its playability, just like the YoYoFactory and YoYo Expert, YoYo Expert, getting them mixed up, webpage says, the spin time is incredibly long. In my opinion, it is long, but I think they might have over-exaggerated just a tad on that. Of course, I don't try to throw my yo-yo as hard as I can because I'm always scared of the string breaking and sending my prized yo-yo flying across the room, which is definitely not a good thing. This thing is a horizontal beast. It's hard to really describe how well it plays a horizontal because you just have to play it to understand. most of the yo-yos I play with, I kind of have to push it to a faster pace for horizontal. This one, I can actually slow it down and it still stays stable. It makes it a little bit easier. So this is definitely a good yo-yo to learn horizontal just because of this wide shape. So if you don't know anything about Paul Kerbel, he did use this to win the 2014 EYYC Open Championship. So that right there will tell you that it's a good yo-yo and is, in my opinion, on par, if not better, in some cases, than the YoYoFactory Shutter. I honestly do not see why this yo-yo does not get as much hype as it should. It's just that good. It really is. There's really not much else. There's really not much else I can say about it other than the comfort. At first, I was really thrown off about how the shape was going to be. It's very aggressive. I figured it'd be very uncomfortable in comparison to like a Shutter or a Genesis. Two other really great throws by YoYoFactory, by the way. That was the only thing that really threw me off about it. But once I got it into my hand and started playing with it on the string, I realized it's surprisingly comfortable. I mean, it fits your hand pretty well. Its oversizedness doesn't really, I think that's the word, oversizedness. It really does fit my pretty large hands really well. That's about all I can say about the comfort. And then the blast. The blast is nice and soft and provides nice finger spins and decent grinds for its shape. Overall, would I recommend this to a friend? Secretly, no, because I want all the Horizons in the world for myself. I don't want to share this goodness. But just because I'm a kind person, yes, definitely get this yo-yo for $45. It is a steal, just like the Shutter. Honestly, like I said, don't see why this thing does not have as much hype as the Shutter and other budget model yo-yos from YoYoFactory. It's very deserving and well worth it. It has been my main throw and carry throw for well over a month and a half to 2 months now. That's why I waited so long to do this review, so I can get as much detail with the play and everything. Another thing about the play, speaking of that, is since it is oversized, it will be hard to do some technical tricks where you have to fit through some tight pockets. I know Ballista was a pretty difficult trick for me to pull off for the first few times with this one, as well as a one-handed wrist mount, because I have to get to that tight pocket right here. It took some practice, but I managed to learn Brent Stoll on it, which, if that says anything, it's possible to land those tricks with it. It's just a little bit difficult. That's about it. So, YoYoFactory, Paul Kerbel, if you're watching this, thanks for making this awesome yo. I really do appreciate it, and continue making amazing products, and I'm sure people will buy them like myself. Hurry up and release that new splash. I am looking forward to it, and I really, really want to buy it. That was the only thing stopping me from buying this one originally, was because there wasn't a good splash, but I finally broke down and bought it anyways. So again, thanks for making the yo-yo, and thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This yo-yo is a great yo-yo. Overall, I just can't stress that enough, and have a great day. Peace.